All right, guys, welcome to Kitchen Daddy. Now, next week, it's Christmas Day, so every man and his dog in food world is trying to teach you how to make the perfect turkey. Well, I'm not interested in that. As the king of the leftovers, I want to focus on what we're going to do with all that beautiful turkey once you've made it. So this week's recipe is an amazing Christmas turkey and bacon bake. It's packed with more vegetables than you can shake a stick at. We're also going to have a lovely rosemary and thyme gravy and a wonderful cheesy breadcrumb topping. Guys, it doesn't get more perfect for filling up the family on Boxing Day, so come on, let's get into it. Right, to kick things off, we need to dice up all those random vegetables that we've got left over that we bought in for Christmas. Now, guys, the only golden rule on this is, if it's a root vegetable and it can go in a bake or a pie, get it in. I've got no specific requirements, but what I am going to dice up is 1 baby pumpkin, half a bunch of celery, 1 red onion, 4 carrots, and some purple and white sweet potato. And what did I say? More vegetables than you could shake a stick at. Now, you know I mean business when we've got the double burners out, so let's get them on a nice medium heat. I'm going to add a good splash of oil. Now let's get the pumpkin and the sweet potato in there. I need a good pinch of salt. Now let's give that a little toss and get everything mixed together. Now in this pan, I've got some leftover smoked bacon for making bacon and sausage wraps. It's going to take about 5 or 6 minutes to render out all of that lovely bacon fat. Okay, that looks great, so let's get the onions, carrots and celery in there. We need a good pinch of salt. Let's also get some pepper in both of these. Now I'm going to cook that for about 10 to 15 minutes so we can just get a nice bit of colour on everything. Okay, that pumpkin's starting to break down, so let's get that into a large stock pot. We need to add some rosemary, bay leaves and thyme in here. Let's give that a really good mix together and pour that into the stock pot. Now get the pan back on a high heat. We're going to deglaze that with some chicken stock and using a spoon, knock off any of those lovely, tasty caramelized bits of bacon. We don't want to lose them, do we? Next, we need a couple of handfuls of plain flour. So let's give that a really good mix together. I want to cook that out for about 3 or 4 minutes. So drop the temperature a little bit. I want to make sure that nothing burns. Okay, that looks great. So let's pour over 1 litre or 2 pints of chicken stock. We've also got that stuff in the pan. Let's get that in. Now let's bring that up to the boil, knock it down to a simmer, and I'm going to cook that for about 10 minutes. Now, whilst that's cooking, I've got some leftover turkey breast here. I'm going to take that off the bone. We're going to roughly dice that up and get that in. Now, for all you gravy lovers like myself out there, we've made far too much gravy here. Well, far too much for the bake anyway. So let's ladle some of that gravy off into a jug. We'll pop that aside, and then there's extra gravy for serving. Okay, let's pour all of that into a nice big baking tray. And full disclosure, guys, this was supposed to be a turkey and bacon pie. I bought some puff pastry from the store. It wasn't big enough to cover the baking tray, so I started rolling it all out. That went horribly wrong. So I thought, come on, boyo, think on your feet. Right, cheddar, panko breadcrumbs, and hey presto, bish bash bosh, we've transformed a pie into a bake, and nobody is any the wiser. Okay, let's get that in the oven. 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius. We're going to cook that for about 20-25 minutes until the crust is lovely golden and brown. Now I've got some leftover Brussels sprouts which we're going to reheat in the pan. I'm just going to finish them off with a little bit of fresh arugula or rocket. And guys, if you want to know how to make them, click on the link here or below. They are fantastic. Now guys, I'm filming this last bit about 3 days after we finished cooking that Christmas bake. I got to tell you, it was incredible, and it will easily serve about 8 people. So Guys, if you like the recipe, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment below. Next week is Christmas Day, so we're not going to have a recipe video for then, but tune in next Friday because we're going to do some cocktails for New Year's Eve. And if you remember, back in May, we made that kumquat infused vodka. Well, we're busting that out and making some kumquat infused vodka cocktails. They are awesome. So anyway, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you next week just to wish you all Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye-bye.